Everybody, today we are here to replace the cabin air filter in my daughter's 2004 Toyota Matrix XR. The cabin air filter replacement is supposed to be really easy on these, so we're about to find out. This should fit. This should be the same thing for 2003 through 2008 Toyota Matrix and 2003 through 2008 Pontiac Vibe. They were basically the same vehicle, just one labeled a Toyota, one labeled a Pontiac. And I think this might even apply to the 2003 through 2008 Toyota Corolla. I'm not sure. A lot of the suspension and engine compartments are the same, but I'm not so sure once you get inside the car. But this is supposed to be a pretty easy job, almost zero tools required. So let's hop inside the car and find out. Alrighty, before we get started, here is the part that we're using. We're using a Denso filter. I like the first time fit. And it is part number 4532039. And I got this off of Rock Auto. It was just a few bucks. I mean, these things are super cheap. I think the shipping was probably more expensive than the actual filter was. But that's the way it is sometimes. All we have to do is drop the glove box there. There's a single screw here to get off. My screwdriver might be too long. Oh, it just does get it. So you might want a shorter screwdriver. It's a long screwdriver. It's one of those type. Actually, almost there. Come on off. There we go. And that just pulls off, so that I am then able to pull in on the sides of these. There's a little tab on each side right there that you just got to push out, and then the whole thing just kind of drops out like that. Hey, there's a baggie of some sort back there. I'm not sure that I want to know what that is. But there is where the cabin air filter goes right there. I think all we have to do is pinch the tabs and this thing will come open. Yep, there it goes. Come on, there it goes. And it comes right out. And I can already tell this old one is going to be really old. Oh my God, look at that. Holy mackerel. Wow, this has not been changed. There's been a mouse eating it. Look at it. You can see it's chewed. Holy cow. That's sickening, kind of. Let's set that down. I'm going to make sure there's nothing else in there. Yeah, I can see there's a mouse bin in this car. Look down in there. So while I've got this open, I think I'm going to run and grab my vacuum cleaner right quick and vacuum this stuff out. This is areas that nobody usually gets to, so might as well keep her clean. I'll be right back. Alrighty, we got all that cleaned up. Here is the new filter out of the box, nice and clean. It is nothing special. It's just a little particulate filter to try to get some of the dust and stuff out of the air before it reaches you. Here is what the end of it looks like, and notice that there's an airflow indicator, and I noticed something as I took that out. The airflow indicator on the old cabin filter was facing the wrong way. They had it facing up, if I'm not mistaken, and it's supposed to face down. Fresh air comes in from up above in this plenum into, this is your fan right here, and then it gets filtered out before it goes into the fan. So this needs to be inserted with the arrow facing down, and all you do is just push it back in there. Although there's something that feels like it's in the way there and it's making it squish, so yeah, can you guys see anything? I don't see anything in there. Let me Let me take a look and see if there's something stopping it back there, because the side keeps wanting to compress there, and I don't think it's supposed to do that. Maybe it's just that there's a little kink in the filter right there. So let me take a look and see what's up there. You got to be careful of it. Just make sure that it does go in properly. I suppose I could go in from this side too. It doesn't really matter as long as the airflow indicator is pointing the right direction. See, and it still tries to kink right there. Like there's something catching it back there. Can you see? See how it's kinking right there? So let me see what that's all about. I'm gonna go grab a flashlight. And this time it is straight. If I look down in there, you can see the fins are straight this time. And what I did was, there's nothing in there. This kind of rides up along the top edge of this when it goes in. I took this long straight paintbrush and just pushed from the top and from the bottom a little bit just to straighten those fins out. I think because this filter has a hard edge on each end but nothing in the side, it just compresses really super easy. It's kind of a cheesy design. So I don't know, next time I might try a different manufacturer, but I just used this paintbrush to get up in there and push it so it wasn't kinked. Otherwise, along this edge over here, there would be a big gap right here because it did this thing, and the spot where, I mean, you see where my finger would be, there'd be a gap right here that would be doing absolutely nothing. So from here, it's just a matter, notice these tabs on here are closer to one end than the other, and the side goes up. That's all there is to it, really. Make sure it's clipped in. Yep. Okay, and then I've got to put my glove box back in. Let me grab that real quick. I set it off to the side. Okay, so I set this. I just take these. Notice there's little tabs on the back. It just sets right into the spot right there. Push that back on. Trying to get that in place. It's hard to do with one hand. I can't do this. Hang on, let me put that up there. Okay, so I got that back on, and then basically you just push hard and the little tabs will go back in there. May have to push down a little bit as well to seat it in those notches there, down on the bottom properly, and you'll know when it's in place. There it goes. Yeah, those need to be pushed a little bit to persuade them. Okay, now let's get my screw back in. A little shaky camera work here, but I'm working one-handed. Pretty much taking you guys along for the ride is what I'm doing. And this is so easy, that's all that I need, really. Now it closes up, and we are done putting a cabin filter in a 2004 Toyota Matrix XR.